Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Yashamyouou. And the guy does have a longer name, but most people just call him Yashamyouou, which is long enough. But he is the newest light impossible monster. And then his quest is not as difficult, it seems, as other recent impossible quests, and certainly not recent colossal quests. And then the character that you can get is pretty good. So I think it would be a good idea if you have the right characters to go after the max luck of this character. But gimmicks here are warps and then the stick-on mines. So very similar to Daikokten, another light impossible quest. You can bring maybe just like 1 or 2 characters with Minesweeper, but everybody should have no warp at least. And to talk about the characters that I'm using, first is Aegis Ascension, and he is a bounce with a null warp only, and then a Light Slayer, so he'll do good damage to everybody in this mission. Next up is the new Abe no Seimei, the Transcendent form. He's a bounce with Minesweeper and null warp, and then he also has a Light Slayer, so he can do extra damage to everybody in this mission. Next up is Meliodas, another bounce with Null Warp and Minesweeper. He has a Counter Slayer, so if your luck is good, he can get Slayers on anybody in this mission. And then my friend, another Abe no Seimei, just because that was the only friend really good in my friends list. And then there's a new gimmick here. The drones will shoot out these areas, and if you're in that area, you will get defense up. And this is pretty important to get because the attacks from the enemies are pretty damaging. And as we can see from the homing absorbers, they will throw out grenades, which damage the drones. So if we want to keep the drones out in order to get defense up more often, we want to get rid of the homing absorbers first. However, one of the reasons why this mission is a little bit easier than more recent impossibles is that you don't have to kind of go in order, as it were. You can go straight for the boss, and then, yeah, if you can take down the boss before everybody else takes you down, then he'll go away, and he'll advance to the next stage, because all the little guys will run away. Most of the other recent impossible or colossal quests, you have to get rid of all of the little guys first. Either because they raise the boss's defense, or they heal the boss, or something. There's none of that here. So yeah, if you like that kind of quest where it's sort of like kill or be killed, then this could be a fun one for you. And that's easier to do when you have lots of characters with Slayers, like I have here. And then one other thing to keep in mind is that the demons, as usual, they have one-hit KOs. And then their positioning is just so that you cannot pinch on them in the corner. So you have to hit them with shallow angles, maybe going from the left or the right, slowly working your way up or down. But yeah, just look at where your characters are, and then maybe calculate. See if you can take down the boss within, you know, a few turns. Then if not, then just go after the homing absorbers and the one-hit KO demons, and then just advance. And then here is Vishnu, I think, also from Daikokten, so that's kind of a cool blast from the past. He heals himself, so we have to keep up the pressure on him. And then he has a twin vertical laser, just like that. So we want to stay away from that, that vertical in the center. However, his weak point appears only on his top, so it can be difficult to do damage to him, but also, you know, not take damage yourself. But yeah, good damage from the Slayers here. Alright, Vishnu heals himself. Next turn will be the twin horizon laser, twin vertical laser. Let's see if we can take him down here. No. So Aegis will probably take some good damage. Yeah. The other characters had the defense up though, so they didn't take as much damage. Alright, and there he goes. A lot of players that I've seen online, they like to use Pierce characters for this mission. Ducky in particular. I'm probably going to stick to bounce characters, because I find that the clears you can get with bounce characters is faster. And then one of my favoriteest characters in the game, Marishten, he is a perfect fit for this mission. He's got the Minesweeper and the Null Warp. He also has Recovery S, and I forgot to mention, but there are no hearts in this mission. So it's very important to stay in those defense up areas. But yeah, Marishten's Recovery S can help you keep your HP up a little bit. It doesn't give you a lot of HP, but yeah, some. And yeah, sometimes that can be motivation enough to want to play through a mission. It's just if you have characters that you enjoy using. That can be enough motivation to get you through. Okay, first boss stage. So again, if our characters are in great position with Slayers, we can just go straight for the boss. If not, we should probably get rid of the demons and then the homing absorbers first. But yeah, basically just look at where your guys' position is at the beginning of the stage and then kind of, you know, go off of that. But yeah, because we can sort of, you know, skip steps that we would have to usually take in other impossible quests, the clear time for this mission can be shorter than your average impossible quest. I think this one was under 10 minutes. Okay, pretty good. Okay, second boss stage. No homing absorbers at all, so the defense up areas will pretty much stay out. And then here I'm going to try Abe no Seimei's Poison Strike Shot. I think that was the second tier, so that would be 1,250,000 for 4 turns. Which is very powerful, but it also depends on the max HP of the boss. And so, yeah, looking at the damage that we just got there, it's probably not going to be enough to take down an entire gauge, but it can help us a little bit as we take down the boss's HP here. In general, I would say don't use Abe no Seimei's Strike Shot. It would be better to do the direct attack or get the bump combos out, I think. Okay, so that was the second stage, very quick. Last stage will take more time, because there is the Vishnu down there that can heal the boss. It can be tempting to get rid of him first, but I would say get rid of the demons, and then the homing absorbers, and then finally Vishnu, and then go after the boss. That will take a little bit more time, of course, but I think it would be worth it. The damage output is pretty high in this mission. Alright, but again, I just looked at my positioning, went after the Vishnu, and got rid of him, thankfully. Okay, didn't quite take down that demon there. I have 3 turns to take down both of them, so I definitely want to focus on that. But this opportunity is too good to pass up. So we'll do a bunch of damage with a melee DOS. Then maybe now I'm thinking that if I can take down the boss within the next 2 turns, then I don't have to worry about the demon, so... Okay, there we go. Alright, so that was Yashamyouou, and I think, yeah, it would be very worth going after the max luck, if you had the right characters for it. I'm probably going to use Marishten as a max luck, and then Abe no Seimei and melee DOS. Alright, let's cut to the character and let's talk about him. Alright, here he is. Pierce with no gravity barrier, no warp, which is pretty excellent. And there are very few extreme monsters with this sling style double null ability. There are some impossible characters like Bishamonten, or limited characters like Hendrickson. But yeah, still pretty rare. And then he also has the full resistance, like Izanagi. So that's like a Survivor Ableberry just built into him, so that's pretty good. His stats are low-ish overall, but actually they're pretty similar to both Bishamonten and Hendrickson. Hendrickson has an advantage in speed, maybe like 20 extra speed, but otherwise the three of them are all pretty similar. The bump combo is the solid bullet, which is like what Ragnarok has, and I'm a fan of this bump combo. It's pretty powerful. And then the strike shot, I'm not super exactly sure how this works, but you point and shoot, and then it shoots out like a chain lightning, and then there's like an explosion or something, but it seems pretty powerful. And then the quest that he's really good for is Kanan, because you need no gravity barrier and no warp in there. And then I prefer Pierce monsters for that quest, so that's he's almost perfect for there. I personally really like Bishamonten, because Bishamonten is even easier to make, and then is also in the library. And then also has a meteor strike shot, which can be useful especially on the last stage. If you can hit that sword guy in the upper right hand corner, and then also the turban guys, you can do really good damage to all of them. So, but yeah, I think Yashamyouou would still be very worth making, so I'll be keeping an eye out for him on the schedule. Okay, good luck with that, and we'll see you again. Take care.